Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with Marianne and Joe. And today I'm alone again. Marianne isn't here. I know a lot of you have been asking for her, but she will make an appearance soon. So today I am continuing with my Easter Spring 2022 decor. It is March 19th. Tomorrow is spring. Today is my feast day. It is St. Joseph's Day. And we usually have an Italian pastry called a sfinge. Some people call it a zeppoli, but it's not really a zeppoli. It is a pastry. See, I'm swallowing it. It's a pastry, and sometimes it's filled with vanilla cream with cherries, and sometimes the one that we like is filled with cannoli cream. So I'm going to go to the pastry shop and get that in a little while so we can have that for dessert after dinner. It's really, really rich and sweet, and they only make it during this time of the year. So that's that. Today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm working in the entry foyer, and oh my God, it's been absolutely ridiculous because you know what? It always happens. I really didn't have a plan. That's why I write everything down all the time. For those of you that know me, I like to, jot things down in a notebook, and so that I can get my thoughts together before I actually start. But because I'm avoiding going out and buying things, and I'm trying to use what I have and not use whimsical stuff, which is all the stuff that I had, it's been really, really difficult. So I had an idea that I was going to do the front entry table with a more serious tone, a more religious tone, and what I put there just didn't look right. It was, the scale of it was too small, and it just kept bothering me. So you'll see in the video that I started that and then I changed it, and I wound up with something. It's simple, but I think it is fresh looking, which is what I'm looking for. Because as soon as Easter is over, I just have to remove the little bit of Easter things that are there, a couple of eggs, a couple of whatnots, and just put something to take its place for the rest of spring. And as we move into summer, as we move into spring and summer, I get tremendously busy with outside work and work at the beach house and stuff like that, and it just becomes really, really difficult to divide my time into so many different projects. And I have an unbelievable amount of things already on my list to do. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please excuse it if it's a little bit distracted and a little bit scattergory, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit in here in the foyer. I mean, something really simple, but the first thing I'm going to do is change this carpet I had in here for the winter to something a little bit more lighter looking. All right, so this is the rug I put down, and the colors look muted in the video, but they are muted. This is like a very, very pale sage green, and the background is a creamy kind of color, and then it has this, it's kind of like almost like a burnt umber kind of a look. It's verging on a like a burgundy, but not really, but it's very subtle. And I actually love this rug. We've had it a long time, and I only wish that I had bought a couple of them when I found it. And but anyway, so I think it has a little bit of a spring vibe in it. It has the flowers and so on. So let's see what else I can do in here just to have a hello spring, welcome spring when you come through the front. All right, so I'm going to use this table here, and actually this is an antique table, and it is from Marianne's cousin Gracie. She lived in a small apartment in Brooklyn, and believe it or not, this table can actually grow to fit about 10 people. It's like a magic trick, the way it grows. And it had, was a little bit beat up, and my father refinished this table for Marianne and me. And it's special because of those things, because it comes from Marianne's cousin Gracie. and also because my father did some magic on it as well. So it's very, very a special piece. And I know one of my YouTube friends, Joanne, her Nana, or Nona maybe, had the same table. And I know when she sees it, it brings back a lot of memories for her. So Joanne, I'm going to keep it here I had it here for the winter, and I believe I'm going to keep it here for the spring as well. It's a special table. I'm going to use this lamp because it has this same kind of that shade of that beigey kind of look that's in the rug. And the brown here with the brown table, and it was a little short, so I put it on a glass block right there. All right, next I want to use this mirror, and I had used a hot glue gun to make a relief on here. I did all leaves with a hot glue gun, and then for the fall I decided to paint this orange, and I hated it and I didn't use it. So now I have to repaint this out again so I can use it. I think I'm going to use it, so we'll see how it comes. All right, the first thing I did is I painted everything that was brown green, and I hate it still, but we'll see what happens. All right, so let's try a few things because that picture is not going to work out. That's just not going to work. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to put this mirror, I think I'm going to try it like this. Maybe. Let me see. Okay. And all right. So I'll put this here. And I think what I'd like to do anyway is I'd like to put this picture of the Last Supper here. Now, I don't know of any Italian family that doesn't have a Last Supper in their house. It's like they have it somewhere, someplace, somehow. This was given to us by a really dear friend, and they're no longer here now. And it's very special. A lot of times I have this in the kitchen up on top of the windows. I took it down before Christmas because I had so much stuff up there. But I'm thinking it's very appropriate for, obviously, for Easter. And maybe, let's see where we go from here. That's a possibility. I've never put it here, and I like it. I think it's really appropriate. So let me see. Hold on. All right. So I don't think I like that mirror there. So let's delete that for now. Okay. Let's try this again. I found this upstairs in the attic. It has that, it's almost a lilac. It's in that family, but not exactly. So, and then these, I'm gonna try that. Wow, I hate this. Let me see. What do you think? Why can't you talk to me right through that? Let me see. I just don't know what to do. I'm kind of at a loss for this. I want to keep it simple, and because of that, I'm having a problem. Let me think. Okay, so it's the next morning. That was last night. What I was doing there, and that wasn't working. And please excuse me. This is a wrinkled mess. I am not feeling that great this morning. I just took a shower and threw this on. I have this hiatal hernia, and my mornings are horrible. I feel nauseous almost every morning. It's very annoying. It goes away after a while, but some days it lasts longer, like today. But I wanted to get this done, and because I want to put this video out for you guys. Let me just show you. I cleared everything off. I didn't like it. And actually, the Last Supper piece that I showed you, I put it in the kitchen where it normally goes, up on top of the window trim that I did up there, by the table. So starting from here again, and like I said, I don't want to go out and buy anything. I just don't, So I'm going to try to use what I have. So if you notice, I took that block off of here because it just wasn't looking right, and I'm moving the lamp to this side right here. Now I cleaned the table with a cleaner, and it left a residue. So I'm looking at it right now. I just need to clean it. Okay, so I know you guys, especially the people that are always there watching. I know you like the reels, so this is the reels because I got very, very frustrated. So what I think I'm going to do is I made this piece last night, but after I was totally frustrated, I wanted to throw everything out the door. So I have this piece right here, which I think we got it in a garage sale. I don't even know, and it's up in the attic, and I pull it out once in a while. It has a weird color. It's kind of has a little bit of that lilac-y purple in it, so I think it goes okay. So then I had this big leafy kind of arrangement. It had daisies on it. I plucked them off and threw those out. And then I added in these spiky yellow. They kind of look like little seed pods or, something for the spring. And then I just added in a couple of these eggs. And you can see they have a little bit of glitter on them. I just wanted them to pick up some light. So what I'm going to do is to balance this other side here, I'm going to use this on this corner. So it fills up a little bit more of this corner. Now, the next thing I'm going to use is that whimsical wreath that I bought in Christmas tree shop. And I really didn't want to use it, but I'm going to use it because I don't know, it's nice, and I don't see why I shouldn't use it. And I stuck this guy, because we love him with these big floppy ears, in the middle of this hole. And I actually put it on one of these plastic plate stands because, believe it or not, it's heavy. It's kind of like, it's wood, so it's heavy. So I'm going to, let me see, I want to see the eggs, all right? So I think I'm going to put it on that angle because as you enter into the front door, you'll see it. Now it has a lot of this built-in glitter on it, so it tends to blur in the sun when the sun comes really streaming through. Okay, so just let me fix these plants here, and I think I like that better. Okay, so on this corner right here, I'm going to use this book. It's a nice book. This was a gift from somebody as well. Whispers from Heaven, Stories to Lift Your Spirit. And look how beautiful it has a gold. The pages here are in gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting this book right here on this corner. And on the book, I'm going to use 3 of these Fameless candles. Now, right now, I do not have a little plate, but probably I'm going to put them on a little plate. I guess you'll see it in the home tour if I remember and if I find it. So these 3 do work. Let me just check because the batteries are always, yep, okay, so those are working. All right, next thing that I also did last night after I broke away and went to have a mini nervous breakdown was this egg, which my sister-in-law Carol gave us. It's wicker, and it has all of these great colors in it. So I decided, hey, let me use that this year, because she said, that I would probably paint it or figure out what to do with it, because she didn't know what to do with it. So this is what I'm figuring out for this year. So what I did was I put a piece of floral foam in there. I just put some of these leaves. I tried to bend some of them to make them look like they're just coming out. I added in some yellow tulips in here, and I specifically chose these eggs, the purplish, the lilac, a little bit of pink over here, and a couple of yellows. So I just think that would look like a nice, friendly greeting when you come in the door and you see this, okay? And I think that's it. That's all I'm going to put on top of the table. Now, underneath the table over here, what I'm going to do is I have these two ottomans, and because I hate this big space under here, it looks crummy. So I'm going to put this ottoman here and this ottoman here. Now, if we have a needed seating, believe it or not, especially younger people, they can sit on these comfortably because we've used them in the past for holidays. So they're here if we need them. So I'm just lining that up underneath here. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tray. And I know, I mean, it's wicker and it's more, I guess, I don't know, what do you call this? Rustic? I don't know. But whatever, I like it. So, and it fits under there. So I'm putting this tray on here, and it's easily removed if we need those two things. Now I wanted some color down there. So I had this pillow cover, and I put it on this pillow, and I'm just going to prop this up in here just to give it some color underneath. Then I have this other little wicker basket right here that I put some greenery in, and this tassel right here, and I'm going to snuggle that underneath in here, make the tassel come out, make the greenery look like it's growing, and I have my underneath going on here. All right, next is this chair right here. Let me move the camera. Okay, I'm going to put the chair on this angle right here. Some glitter on there. All right, and for color, I'm going to use a white pillow here, and I'm going to use this green and white one again, and it just brightens up this whole spot. Nobody ever really sits here, so it's basically more for show, you know? So there is that. Okay. Okay, so I need to put something up there. So I have that big plant up there, and I like to have a little bit of stuff up there. Usually just a hint of whatever the holiday is. But before I do that, I'm going to put up one of these up there. And actually, if you saw my other video with the woodland mantle in the family room, I used a similar one. It has a slightly different top. I had three. These are from the Christmas tree shops. They had three different tops to them. So it'll be one back there, and then two, and then three over here. So it'll be the three of them. You know, like, again, who would notice that but me? I doubt anybody will notice it, but you never know. But at least I know it's like that. So I have to put this up there, and I have to get my ladder. And I know some of you are great fans of my ladder. All right, but this isn't hard. Like when I put the Christmas stuff up there, it's ridiculous because it's so heavy to carry over my head, you know. But anyway, so I'm gonna put one on each side. This back. I have to come down to see because I can't see while I'm up there. I also have a little spotlight up there, so at night there's a light up in the ceiling that shines down on it, but I also have a backlight that it goes up. All right, so let me see. Might have to move over because I need to put a little thing where that is, I think. It has to go this way because the spotlight wire will be too visible, and I hate wires. They ruin the fantasy of everything. Okay, let me go find another. All right, so I just chose to do this, grouping of three. I have this picture right here, and it has those brown tones in it, and the green and this. And you know what? I'm not going to put any Easter. I was going to put up Easter baskets up here and stuff, but you know what? It's useless. And this way, I'm most likely I'm going to leave this for the summer, but probably not. But we'll see. So I have that one here and that one over there. Okay, so I have one little more. All right, so I have these two sconces over here on this wall as you enter. When you come in the front door, you see these two sconces, and also, you know, right to the right of it is the dining room. I wanted to do something simple up there. I'm not doing anything dramatic or anything. I'm trying to keep it a little bit more toned down. So what I'm going to do is I have this simple glass container, and just to, you know, try to be a little bit different with not much to work with, I have this little terracotta pot that a succulent used to be in there that is no longer with us. And whoops. And I have this these couple of pale pink roses, which are going with this whole color scheme that I'm using for the spring. And all I'm going to do is put this in here like this. So I mean, it's nothing, but it's just like a weird application of that, I think. Not weird, a little bit different, that's all. You know, the pot with the rose inside the container. So again, very simple look there. Kind of has like a terrarium kind of a look, I guess. I don't know. What do you think, right? It's like fresh and just clean. All right, so the next piece I'm going to work on is right here. And this is a little piece that belonged to my mother and father's china closet, china dining room set, oh Lord. And actually it was at the beach house, it was down the shore, and it had gotten damaged during that horrible storm. And I brought it up here and I refinished it, and she really liked it. It lights up, and actually it has a mirror on top of it. And I'm using the mirror at the shore house. So, but anyway, it kind of fit here pretty well. And I kept it simple down there. I just have, you know, Dorothy and the Scarecrow, the Lenox pieces that a student had given us, and some crystal pieces and whatnot. But now up here, what happens is I need something that has height, you see, because to the sconce. And then this wall is really, really high. So, but the sconces do break it. But I need something tall in here. And of course, my first thing was, oh, I'll make a, you know, a topiary out of Easter eggs. And then I cut that out really fast when I was thinking about, I don't really want to make it. And not at this point anyway. And I thought it would look cheesy on top of it. And then I thought, okay, maybe some big branches. But again, I have to go out, cut the branches, and then, you know, Clorox them, and then hot glue the leaves on them, and all that other stuff. And it sounds great, and I might do it, but I'm definitely not doing it today. So I need to find something in here. I'm not being lazy. I really am not. I'm thinking, you know, before I turn around, Easter's gone and spring is gone, and then I'm changing again. And I need to, you know, settle down, because sorry, this is like a crazy video today. As we move on into the season, you know, like the shore is, you know, it takes a lot of my time. Plus then I start to move outside and take care of outside. So and then the pool gets opened, and, you know, my time is very, very limited on how much I can actually, you know, decorate and stuff. So let me see if I can find something that has some height for right there. All right, so I decided on this glass container, because it, you know, goes with the glass containers that are on the sconces right above it. And I put this topiary in it that I had made, and I just added in these pink wooden roses to go with those pink roses that I put in there. And this guy, because he's so cute, we love him so much, this little baby with a Easter bunny costume on, sitting in a chocolate egg. So that is the little piece right there. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope this video didn't drive you crazy, as crazy as it drove me anyway. Like always, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and a comment, and please subscribe if you just stumbled on me. And you all take care, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.